hope your talking is better than your playing.
Welcome to Watopian Weekly, Season 5, Episode 2. We're on video. Yes. Hey, Gina. All right. Welcome to the Watopian Weekly is the podcast for Zwifters, cyclists, and everyone else. Each week, we are here to discuss all things Zwift, life, and beyond. My name is Dustin, and with me, here she is. The lady that's putting out more watts than a windmill during a hurricane. Crushing her kilometers like she crushes her opponents. The star of SRC, Gina! Gina, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Well, I know we've had we've had a crazy summer and lots of stuff going on. It always seems like, and oh man, it's so good to see you though. So yeah. And we're on video. Everyone can see you.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you can also see that I'm in a different place, but obviously they don't know what my other place looks like. You do, but they don't.
Yeah. Well, it looks great. And we're still on, regular audio podcasts too, so people can see it or hear us there too. So yeah, but this will be, and we had some feedback on that too, which we'll get to that too. But yeah. So Gina, yeah, it's been a while. We've got a lot going on, and I know you've got a lot going on, and I do too. Yeah. I'm wearing a shirt that you can't really see. Oh yeah, I'll stand up later. But Gina, let's start with you. What have you been up to?
Oh my God, I had the most crazy summer. So I bought an apartment on my own. My ex-lady that still smells nice. We're not together anymore. So I had a complete shift in life and in life expectations. And I now have my own place, finding a little bit more rest again. So finally also able to come back. Season 5, right? And it's only episode 2, so I plan to be here more often from now on.
Yeah, and we have to talk about the bike behind you too. Just if you want to give us a rundown, that stem looks like it's slammed. My gosh.
So that's my my lovely Canyon grill. I have one of those Hoover bars, it needs to be slammed down, right? It needs to be aero.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks so cool.
It's so comfortable to ride, and it has all the nice bits on it, tubeless, everything that you can want actually on a gravel bike.
And is that's your main gravel bike, or I know you have other bikes too, but is that the one you ride the most, do you think? Or?
That's my main gravel bike, and I love graveling. Like, the area that I'm in is actually perfect for graveling. So I'm actually sorry to say that my racing bike there,
nice,
it's actually it's been ridden indoors mostly, which is actually also a shame because it's a lovely bike. But I had different things to do this summer, so I mostly spent the time plastering walls, laying flooring, painting, of course.
Yeah.
What's still to do is the kitchen. Like, I can't cook properly. Anyway. Not a lot of cycling news, although I did do the Wahoo Championships, which was amazing. And now I'm also getting back into the Zwifting a little bit, because obviously we start again with ZRL on Tuesday, and I'm really happy to get back into that rhythm again.
Yeah, it's so weird. We were talking about this last week too, but it's like when you don't race on a Tuesday, or if you race on a different night, it's just not right. It seems like, I don't know, that whole Tuesday thing. It's just
something's funny. Yeah, something's funny. Like, it's not a correct Tuesday.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I'll have a Dr. Pepper
at lunch. It's just a chew, you know?
It's just
not even
just
a day anymore.
Yeah, right. It's the second day of the week, right? But and then if I don't have a Dr. Pepper that day, I'm usually lagging, and then I need to have one there. Oh man, well it's good to see you. Good to see your bike too. That's so cool. Listeners might not be able to see this, but it's so cool. I really don't. It's amazing. It's like floating on the wall. It's so cool. But
it's not floating on a wall. There's this thing that holds it at the pedal. So But if you think it's cool, I can see if I can share a link. Although I bought these 5 years ago, I think. So
okay, yeah. Yeah, so they're probably hopefully they're still in business. Yeah. Well, well, yeah. So I know for me I've got the shirt here. I got to stand up. All right. Here we go. Got the old fashioned. I got my old fashioned gravel shirt on. This is the.
Yes, that was yesterday, right?
Yes, it was yesterday, and I am. I'm not as trash as I thought I was going to be. Like when I got down to the down to the end. Well, I was happy to get to the end, very happy, but I wasn't like last year I did the 40-mile version, and this year I did the 64-mile version, which is that's over 100K, right? Yeah, and. So last year I did the 40-mile version when I got done, and I felt like I was just wasted, but I didn't train at all. And this year I trained for it, but I didn't. I still did not. I didn't do as well as I wanted to, but the people who won did it in about 90 minutes less than I did, so they were going so fast, and it was funny because one of the guys who got third, shout out to Dan. Actually I got to give a shout out to Bruce, Glenn, Jim, Matt, Dan, and Derek, and and to Megan, my friend Megan, who she won the 40. She is so fast. We've gone out on training rides together, Megan and I have, and she just she waits for me at the top, which is very kind. But so she's so fast. So good, congratulations, Megan. And she even crashed, by the way. She had a really bad crash. And slid out and crashed, and and she said she almost quit. She's like, that's it, I'm done. But she decided to get back on her bike, and then she won. That's perseverance right there. My gosh, it's so impressive. And but
nothing like scrapes and bruises, but nothing broken or
nothing broken. But she had a pretty big bruise on her on her butt. Yep. She said she ruined her shorts and then and she ripped up her she messed up her bike a little bit, but she got back on. So man, I'm proud of her. She's awesome. She's so fast and just so persistent. So yeah, it's so cool. It's going to be hard to sit for a couple weeks, but but that's okay. She can get around it. She's so tough. But anyway, and then it was funny because everybody was the deal we had is that whoever finished first would get beers for everybody else, so they'd be waiting for them at the line because there's free beer and free old fashions at the end. I don't know if you've ever had an old fashioned. Have you had an old fashioned before, Gina?
I have had an old fashioned before.
Yeah, so that's what they had those at the end too, and they were like a artisan made or something like that. The lady who was mixing them, concocting them or something, she was doing an excellent job. But I thought that might have been too much alcohol for me to have after a race like that, because it was so hot. Oh my gosh! But I do have to talk about this champion of humanity, by the way. But before, sorry, I'm getting way off topic. But they did ask me, my friends who finished first, they asked me, how'd it go? And I said, I almost won, but it was that first hill that got me. Everybody else really But I ended up doing it in 5 hours and 31 minutes, so 64 miles. I was happy at 3 hours is when I really bonked. I started bonking at that point, and I couldn't find enough time to eat because I was skipping the aid stations because I had everything with me that I needed. But then I finally decided I had to stop because I couldn't. It was rough enough that it was hard to eat, if that makes sense. So I'd try and unwrap the bar and try not to crash, and that was a little scary. And then made it through all that. But then we had But then I bonked. I bonked about 3 hours in, and I was able to come back from that by just forcing myself to eat, and I didn't want to eat at all, but have you ever been in that situation where you haven't bonked like that before?
My solution is that I put a lot of my carbs in my bottles.
Yes, I think I'm going to have to start doing that.
That's the only way for me to actually get enough in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start doing that because I can't eat enough. I don't know why. But then, I had scratch mix in my bottles, which that has some carbs in it, but it's more electrolytes, and I think the one that I chose anyway. And because it was really hot that day, so I went through 3 bottles and also a liter of water on my back. So It was a lot, but anyway, I have to talk about the end here too, because it was so fun to see all these people that I haven't seen for a while, ride with them and everything. But I pretty much rode most of it by myself. All my friends that I would catch up to, or they would catch up to me. I'm like, don't wait for me, just keep going, and they would just go, because it's a race, And it would have been nice to. I don't know why it was just so slow. It felt so slow. Anyway, I ended up riding my Damane because I was worried about it. My other bike, my Ritchie, but this was 9 pounds lighter and probably faster, definitely more aero, and the wheels are faster too. But and it was good. It was a good choice. Would have been nice to have the 55s on there, but the 40 and the 38 did okay. But okay, the last thing I have to say about this. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a long time, but. This champion of humanity, I must say. So and I have this on here. We were at the end of the race. They have free beer, okay, right? And so this guy was standing right next to the beer thing, and he reaches all the way down to the bottom of the beer cooler, and he pulls out a Modelo Especial, which is beer from Mexico. And it's good beer. I don't know if you ever had one of those, Gina. Maybe, probably not. Yeah. So,
No,
okay.
there's gluten in there, so
yes, there's
I
gluten
don't
in there.
drink
Yes,
beer.
it's not gluten free. So, so anyway, I'm like, oh, I like those, and so I said, is there another chance that you could find another one of those? And the lady who was by the beer, who was like tending it or whatever, she said, oh, those are really rare. I don't think there's any left. And the guy looked me straight in the eye, and he reaches down into the depths of the cooler and then pulls it out and just shows it to me. It was right there. I'm like, this champion of humanity, thank you very much. And like the guy it was just incredible. I don't know how he could do it. It was awesome. I don't know. It was just hard to explain, but it was amazing. That guy must be really good at that claw machine game, the thing where it gets a toy. I never win at that. Have you ever one of those things? I think they're
Yeah,
rigged.
I have. Yeah.
What?
But not by actually clawing it. You need to get
Yeah.
one of those hooks into something and be able to grab it. Yeah.
What? Oh man, I stink at that. I need to practice, but it's like $1 every time or something, or it's too expensive.
Also
Yeah.
not worth it. They're like
Right. Right. They have these things that there's this one of the stores around here has one that's just like candy, but it's and that's cool, but it like you put it in there because we've done it before, and like you get like 2 pieces of candy, which is probably good, but it's all like old candy. Like I don't know if they have this where you're at, Gina, but it's like Bit of Honey or Mary Jane's, which are they're like those are the candy that you get at Halloween. That's like the worst candy that you don't want to eat. It's literally like beeswax or something.
yeah, and nobody uses those machines, so these things only get staler and staler, and no, just don't.
They're just like super old and really gross. Yes, so so maybe I don't know. That's just not so great. But anyway, I should practice more. I'll definitely practice more. But that was incredible, and I survived. I feel good.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Gina.
I actually didn't go to the races and things that I had planned this summer, except for one, because it was in the Netherlands, and I was like, yeah, doesn't matter. I'm untrained, but it's right around the corner. Why not just go?
Yeah.
Because I was going with friends as well, and we were staying for the weekend on the camping spot, and so I had this one thing, and I had my whole feeding plan, and I didn't bonk, but after I think, what was it, like 3.5, 4 hours? I had nothing left in the legs.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was super proud. Like, I wasn't doing badly. I wasn't in the front group, obviously, but I avoided some crashes. I settled down in group 2, which is actually pretty good for me.
Yeah.
But at some point, there was this one lady who just couldn't do corners. She just couldn't. And if you were behind her, it meant that after the corner, you had to speed up. And at one point, that just got to me. Like, I couldn't anymore. So then I dropped further and further and further. And yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, the accordion effect when you go around the corner, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, but she just really couldn't take corners. So there is an accordion effect.
Yeah,
but even if she was in second place, she would lose the wheel of the first person going through the corner.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm not perfect at cornering. I'm actually a little scared sometimes at cornering, but not that bad. The thing was, she had the power to make up for it.
Oh,
so, and I
Yeah.
didn't. At some point, mine was gone.
I was feeling pretty good about my descending skills here too. Just talking about the cornering, that made me feel good about it. I previewed the course, which was to my advantage too, because people were like lost, and like, where do you go? And I'm like, we go this way, you know. And I had it all loaded on my GPS, but I wanted, or on my Garmin, it was all loaded on there. But also, I just knew the course from pre-riding it for the couple weeks before, but I felt pretty good about going down some of those hills. Some of them were really sketchy. Nobody got hurt, like big hurt. Last year we had some guys that went down on the first big descent. Some people that I knew, and they had to be ambulanced out, and so that was scary. But everybody made it this time. No big crashes, so that's really good. And I think I'll do it again next year, but I'm not sure if I'll do the 60. Or if I do, I need to train my gut to do the carbohydrate thing, because that's a big thing, right? Like you can't just say, all right, I'm gonna dump the carbs in there.
If you don't get enough in, you will bonk. You will.
Yeah. Oh boy, and you do all bottles too, right? No Camelback, right?
No Camelback, no, but I usually do have somebody who hands me a bottle from the side. So I start with I start with 1.5 liters, which is about 3 hours worth.
Yeah.
And then at the point on the course, I can grab like 2 more.
Okay.
So that helps. But I also I want 1 high carb, and I also want 1 water, because you need to have water at some point as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had two bottles of electrolytes, and then my Camelback was all just water, because I was feeling the exact same thing, because I didn't want it to be, I don't know, just that you get I don't know, is it palate fatigue or something like that, or it's just too much sometimes, too sweet sometimes or something.
Yeah, and then you just had a gel, you need to wash it down with something.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man. Yeah, and I probably need to get better at gels too, because I did bars because I prefer solid food.
You need something that you can basically you put it in your mouth, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. You swallow or you chew a little bit. That's my problem with bars. You always need to take several bites. So then, I go for the small jellies, or I go for the gel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that next time. I got to get this dialed in, because I think that was my downfall. Because bonking definitely, well, that hurt me. So, but I was happy I came back.
You know, the gravel world championships are actually here on the 11th and 12th of October. And last weekend, I actually did a recon of the course. And it's a pretty cool course. Like it's beautiful. The area around is beautiful anyway. But I was surprised at how non-technical it was. It was quite But then I ran into 2 guys who were also doing the recon for me. I'm not riding it, by the way. I didn't qualify this year. But they said, like, it's super technical. I'm not used to this. And I'm like, oh, they could have made it so much worse, guys.
Right. And so one of the organizers of the race yesterday was telling me that the course that I did was harder than because we have USA Gravel Nationals in my town on this coming week. And that's funny that the Worlds are there and then the Nationals are here. That's really funny. But they have, so we have and I haven't pre-rode the course, but I've pre-rode pretty much all of it from the roads that I've ridden in this area, and the roads are incredible. And they said the same thing, that it's not as hard compared to what we did yesterday. I mean, it was over 4,000 feet of climbing or something, I think, that I did yesterday, which is a lot. But I don't know how many meters that is, probably 12,000 meters or something. No, that's not right. It's the other way around. Well, I don't know, but either way, it was hard. But yeah, that's interesting, right? Because I think people, I think they make those national courses so that everyone can kind of succeed. Maybe is that, or you know what I mean? Or because not everybody has that kind of gravel. But wouldn't you think they'd want to make it as hard as they could?
For me, I think gravel riding, it's so many different things, and part of it is also to be able to ride on those different types of terrains, right? Not only the packed gravel, but also a little bit of rooty thing, or maybe a little bit of rocks, or a nice climb that's a little bit steeper. But no, I thought it was very, very for me, it was a very chilled ride. Like I could just tootle along if I wanted to.
Yeah, Yeah, I know what you mean. I wonder about that though, because they have to make it so yeah easier for some people. Because yeah, I do think I take it for granted
Yeah,
out
but
here.
it's
Definitely.
worlds, it's nationals.
Yeah,
It should
exactly.
not be
Right.
for everybody,
Right. It
right?
should be for the people who can make it to the end.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And speaking of Gravel Nationals, if you are in town, please send me a message because I think we're going to try and do I know there's a couple people that are coming that we're going to try and do do a meetup and do a gravel ride on Friday, but no time has been set yet. So I know we've got some people.
If you are near Valkenburg,
Yes.
Maastricht Beek, you know, the area where I live in Limburg, the Netherlands, also hit me up because I would
Yeah.
love to ride another recon with you.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be great. I wish I could come, Gina. That would be really fun. Although you'd be waiting for me at the top of all the climbs, I think too. So yeah, and I'd have to borrow a bike. Wait, what size bike do you ride? Do we ride the same
I
size?
have an S, like a 52.
Oh, okay. I'm a 56. So okay, I'm a medium large, maybe medium. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think you'll have fun to ride on a bike of mine.
No, that would not be fun. No, the seat we need an extra long seat post. But yeah, there's got to be a place I can rent one out there. But yeah, and you guys have hills too, right? I mean,
yeah, we do have hills. Yeah. They're not long. Like you can maybe find one that's like 1 kilometer, but that's I think the longest you can find, especially on the gravel roads. But they are tricky. Like they short and punchy overall.
Yeah, and what about the gravel? Like, how would you describe the gravel?
You can find all kinds of gravel here. Nothing with like big rocks or something. But we have some loose gravel. We have some packed gravel. We also have the lovely like more mountain bikey single tracks that you can find. I was actually yesterday I was also outside riding because finally I have the time to do these kinds of things again, and the weather is still okay-ish, so I'm just gonna go for it. And I was actually riding this single track that I thought was super scary a year ago, and yesterday I just rode it as if it was nothing. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. And and did you ride it on your gravel bike or did you ride it on your road bike?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, I
so
honestly
cool.
like I can't handle the handlebar of a mountain bike. Like if it's straight, my wrist actually starts to hurt. But I have another gravel bike, but it's downstairs. And that one actually has like the front suspension and like proper mountain bike tires on there. So I have the two. Like this is my aero monster. That is my play monster.
Yeah, the adventure gravel, yeah. And that's what my other bike I prefer to think of it like that because it's got the flare on the bars too. So like my hands are like almost out here, you know, they're like that instead of like on my road bike they're here, which makes a big difference. Makes a big difference with my elbows, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I rode. That was one thing I did notice when I was riding yesterday is that when I was in the drops and like going downhill and like bombing downhill. I didn't have the stability. It's really crazy how much just that hand position makes you feel. I don't know if it just made me feel less stable, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? That flare. I think
yeah.
But anyway, I had a great time, and I'm looking at my bike right now, and it's, you did a great job. Good job. Yeah. But anyway, okay, so so we can move on to some of our main talking points here. So the
we weren't at the main talking points yet.
Not yet. I know. We got a little sidetracked. First off, let's go over to some of the feedback from the video that from the first one being on video. These are some quotes from the feedback. James looks good. It looks great. What's wrong with Dustin? Then looking at him, that's why he always sounds sweaty, which I didn't understand that one. There were a couple audio issues, though. I think between, for some reason, one edition of the podcast that went out, my volume was super low and James was high, and then it got fixed. I don't understand. I had it fixed before it went out, so I don't know what was going on there. And then the video was too small, and then James sounds so professional. Again, what's going on with Dustin? I think that may have been the same person that put that. But anyway. Well, hopefully, it'll probably be Gina looks great. What's going on with Dustin again? But
at least I didn't dress up all the way, so you don't have to feel bad about that.
Oh man, I did. That was so funny. James like shows up. You know how you don't see the thing, and then like it pops up, and James is there, and like he's wearing a tuxedo. I love that so much. I would have worn one. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. But he said he was really hot though by the end of it. But
Maybe
oh
we
man.
should talk about like a dress code for each week so that we don't look mismatched.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh. So like we should wear the same thing, like the same color or something, or
No,
oh.
we could figure something out.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that.
you just sent me a picture of what you're wearing that day, and then I'll pick something that kind of matches. But today we didn't do that bad.
No, no. Actually, we look pretty good. I think you're
Yeah,
blue. I'm wearing gray. I think that works.
yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah,
My
yeah,
background
yeah.
is gray, so it's kind of
Yes, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like green. It's like this green thing. I did not pick that color. That's a really old color. But anyway, I know we don't have too much to talk about, but I do have to mention. Last week we were talking about Apple TV issues and everything, and using the like how come they don't have more sensor bridges on these things? And then lo and behold, Wahoo comes out with the new Kicker Core and the new Kicker Bike that both have a sensor bridge on there, which for people who are using a computer is not that big of a deal, but for everybody who's using Apple TV, and actually it probably would help on the computer side so that you don't have like 6 different connections. You would only be just like one connection or whatever, to like the Bluetooth and to the heart rate monitor and all that stuff. Right? Because are you using the Zwift Plays at all on yours, Gina?
I don't like my hand position when the plays are on.
Yeah,
So I use them when we have ladder races that have them on, but
yeah,
otherwise they go back into the drawer.
yeah. Have you seen the new clicks? Those look a lot better. I like those. That they're just
I really want a Wahoo Kicker bike.
yes,
So I'm I'm trying not to spend too much money on side quests
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and save up for the kicker bike. But obviously that I bought this place, so the
yeah,
money is gone. But yeah,
yeah,
no, that's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, don't buy the new clicks. Just use your
yep,
Zwift plates when you want to,
yeah,
and your main goal is to get one of those Wahoo bikes anyway. And
yes,
maybe actually the version 2 will come on sale at some point. And
yeah. I was
I would
yeah.
change the handlebars and the saddle anyway to
Mhm.
the sizes that I like. So I'm not too fussed about the changes that they made in comparison to the V2.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is going to be cool though. Like I'm looking at my kicker bike right now and we have the V1 and it's awesome. And there's no reason to replace it because it works great. But then you see the new one like, ooh, that looks really cool, but that's also
Yeah, I was also like, do I need to
$3,500.
save like the $500 euros extra to be able to actually go for the newest one? I think
I
I may
know.
have to, obviously, but yeah.
Well, see, I don't even know what I would do with mine if I because I can't have two. I mean, you could, but that would be I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough money for that anyway. Too, because like I was telling Gina earlier, we had a plumbing emergency here this week, so most of my money went to that. So, but everything's fine. The pipes are clean, and the plumber's quote was that when because we also have a thing. This is getting way too deep in the weeds, but there was I think there's tree roots getting into our pipe, and so they have to replace the pipe, but
That
they're gonna
doesn't
wait.
sound good either.
No, it doesn't, and so they're gonna wait until the spring to replace the pipe. So they said it'll be cheaper then. I don't know. I was just like, okay, as long as we don't have to do it then. And oh man, you know it's scary when you talk to the plumber. When I was describing him the problem we were having, he goes, "Oh, that sounds serious," and I'm like,
That's
"Oh
not
my
never
gosh,
good. That's never
no,
good.
it's not good." So, but they came that day and they fixed it. They were here for like 6 hours. My gosh. Anyway, so yes, no money for new bikes, but that's okay. I'll do something for that later. All right, so yeah, I can hear my dog barking up there. Hopefully everybody else can too. But that new sensor bridge though is so cool because I think they should be doing that because it's got to be easier for it's got to be easier for the people who are hooking up things to the computer too, because it all goes over. I think it goes over Wi-Fi too, so you can hook up your like your Zwift clicks, your heart rate monitor, and any power meters that you're using if you're not using the one on your bike or on the trainer, like to the Kicker Core, and then that Kicker Core can send it through either Bluetooth or through Wi-Fi there, which yeah, I like that. I haven't had any issues with our Kicker bike with dropouts or anything, but I know other people do, and so yeah, having it by Wi-Fi is a good thing. Do you have yours? You have your Kicker 5 or 6, right?
A 6. Yeah.
6, yeah. Do you
So
have yours hooked up
officially,
to-
I also don't have a reason to buy a bike.
Right,
because
it's a nice one.
it's good gear. Like it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be cool to get the new one, but yeah. And then how about for FRR? Are you looking at doing any of the FRR stuff?
No, I started working with a coach,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really trying to build and go about it in a different way than I was last year, because last year I just went too much too soon after trying to build back up.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I'm going to chill out a little bit more. I set myself one big goal, which is about 2 years away.
Okay.
But I'm planning to, still do the fun thing, but also not put too much pressure on me.
Okay.
And I think for me, something like FRR, I love it, but it puts so much pressure on your body. So huge respect for everybody who's doing it. Some of my friends are doing it. I'm finding it really hard not to do it, but I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could do it. It looks so cool. The Super 6 thing, I mean, I love the way that there's like a specialty, like someone's a sprinter, someone's a climber. I love that because that adds that whole other element, and I really think that would be fun. But it's on Friday nights for me, and I have something almost every Friday night. I have this thing called football because where I work, so I have to be there. But I'm not playing it. No, I'm not playing it, but I just have to be there. But yeah, and so anyway, so I can't really make it. Yeah, and yeah, that's good. So I'm still working with still doing Fast Cat coaching, and I do think that made a big difference for me for making it through this race yesterday, all the preparations for it and everything, and not being so tired. Like I could function yesterday, when before I would just pass out. But I would like to be going faster, and I think for me, I'm going to start doing some weight training too. So because one of my downfalls too was whenever I would have a rest day, I know this is so stupid, but I'd be like, hey, I can have a couple beers today, just like go way off my diet. That is not what you're supposed to do. I get it. So like, like eat whatever I want, but no, that's not it. I gotta
rest day is there for recovering, not to put stress and alcohol to your body again.
Oh, are you sure? But I was like, this is gonna help me rest. This is gonna help me recover. Have a couple beers, sit in the backyard. Oh man. So yeah, I definitely I was thinking about that as I was going up this massive hill called Jefferson Climb. I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have been having beers every rest day that I had. Like one or two might be okay, but not like or not like I was having a lot. But I mean, like I would have like one or two, I guess, and then that messes up your sleep, and then it just all compounds, and then the next day. So, I will learn someday. But hey, I did do better. I don't know the results of our race, by the way, of the old fashioned. They haven't posted them yet. They had them there yesterday, but I was too busy talking to people. Can you believe it?
I mean,
yeah, can you believe it?
As some races, I'm just like, I don't want to finish last. That's
Yep.
basically the only thing that's on my mind. Like, I would love to not come last.
Yeah, and the same for me. There was a guy that was behind me that was he like would catch up to me and pass me and everything, and then I would pass him. And then like I was like, I don't want to get past at the end, so I just turned it on, and like I was the end was all downhill, and it switches from gravel to pavement, and so on the pavement I was doing like 34, 40, whatever, and I was just all tucked in and just going around all the corners as fast as I could, and then to get to the very, 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 very end, you had to go up a little climb, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I better not get caught here. So, and I didn't. So I made it all the way to the end, and then I saw that guy later, and I just like, hey, good ride. But sorry you finished behind me. No, I didn't say that, but yeah, but it was really fun. That was a little scary, but I was happy because I didn't want to get caught. But yeah, anyway. Oh my gosh, yeah. So Gina, we did it. We got through everything. Were there? Wait, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. We have one more thing. Oh my gosh, ZRL.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Oh my gosh.
starting ZRL again on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, right. So we need to talk about that because it's the Southern Coast Southern Coast Cruise, which I don't think I have this one. Is this a new
This is a new one.
new route? Okay. Yeah, because it goes. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it's. Yeah, it goes out to Fuego Flats and everything. So it's all the same distance for everybody, but the like 16 miles, which is about 26K, it looks like. And this should be around. For me, it's going to be around 40 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe with our team, I think. So, what category and what team are you racing with this year, Gina?
So I'm sticking with my lovely Zwift ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a lot of trouble specifically to find people for upcoming Tuesday. So we are riding with 4,
Okay.
which will be a challenge for the TT.
Yeah.
And
TTT.
yeah, I don't know. We have 2 newcomers in the team. They're amazing people. We know that already. But it's their first TTT.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I also we rode together today a little bit to just get to know each other and then to find the rhythm of the pacing line and everything. But just by the looks of it, it's not going to be an easy TTT.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of up and down a little bit, right?
Yes, there are this like punchy. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, the Zwift Insider says that it's all flat, but it is not all flat. I mean, I believe that. I guess you might get some maybe some what's it called, some momentum going down the hills and stuff like that. But still, it's you gotta keep it together. And I've done this course, or I've done parts of this course before, and it's you can easily get dropped on some of those sprints sections. So, not that we're
but we're not going to sprint them, right?
Yeah.
So
Right. So, yeah, you're right. But it's just like I feel like the Woodland Sprint, or I think it was Woodland Sprint or Sasquatch Sprint. There's one where it's like if you're not together, and you got to lay down the watts to get all the way up that thing, and stay together. But oh man,
yeah, that's what we really need to watch out for, to not lose some riders from off the back, because being with only 4, you have to wait for them.
Yes,
and it will take only more time.
Right, and do you have your TT bike fully upgraded yet?
I do, actually.
Ooh, nice. I don't, so I have. Which I wonder, are they going to? They're not going to neutralize any of that. I don't think. There's nothing.
I don't think for this round. I don't think so. No.
No, because they were. It just says the Southern Coast Cruise. It doesn't say anything about neutralize those, but because that would be interesting if they did that. But yeah. So it just says that there will no power ups at all for this one, and it's only 26K, 16 miles. Yeah, it's probably going to be a fast one. But keeping everyone together is going to be the ticket there. Yeah, I know for us we're going to be so the last time. So I'm racing for Coalition, but we're going to be racing. Our team is called it's Epiphany in C, and we race at 6:30 Central Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's whoa man, what a mess up there. By the way, I'm the captain of our team of Epiphany, and I put us in the wrong league because I like clicked the wrong time zone, and because it's all colors now. I don't know if you've seen that at all. Yeah, so it's all colors. I'm like, okay, we're in like lavender. No, we're in indigo. Oh no, I think we're in lavender, and then it turns out I put us in the wrong one. But anyway, we're in the right one now. But my gosh, I had us in the wrong light purple color category. Anyway, but we're in the right category now, and it's going to be good. But this always sets the tone. I always feel like for us, when the last time we did a TTT, because I have mostly the same members from last year, and which is really good because we had a really great chemistry last year. I remember last year we said we did one TTT where we were doing 30-second polls, and 30 seconds sometimes just doesn't feel like it's long enough. You like get there and then you got to get off, and you really got to coordinate that. Really, lots of communication, and we were able to do it. But then we decided to do 1-minute polls, and then that just burned us all out. So, I think we're gonna do 30 seconds just to keep the math simpler, and then if somebody feels good that they want to do a minute, then go up and do a minute. But otherwise, we're just gonna talk. That's the biggest thing there.
I really need to dive deep into the course because I will be doing the course notes for my team, and I haven't had the time yet. So that will be a job for later today or tomorrow to really delve into the course and see what we can do, because we have, next to being only 4, we have quite a disparity of abilities. So I think it will be very difficult. We will need to save some legs for the climb. So there might be one person not even taking pulls, and then there's only 3 of us taking the pulls, and it's going to be a whole mess, I think. Because if you have 3 people taking the pulls, I think you could better go for the 1 minute pulls, because then you have a little bit more recovery, but we also need to do it a little bit more conservatively, because you only have you pull for 1 minute, you have 2 minutes of rest.
That's not a lot. Right? That's not a lot.
It's gonna be interesting. Man. So I'm not expecting a lot from this TTT, except to have fun and have these 2 lovely ladies see what a TTT on race power actually means, right?
Right. Yeah, same for us. We have 6 so far, and we're gonna be doing that. But we have a range of abilities too. So, and some people have never done it before either. So that's another thing. Just if you've never done it, it's just it's definitely a thing. And I don't know, I really don't like doing TTTs, but I've gotten better at them because we've been forced to do them because of ZRL. But still, I don't know. There's sometimes I just end up going up the hills way too fast and then blowing people up, and I know that, so I need to like tone it down a little. But oh boy. But that's why I'm planning to make like a good race plan to also say like, okay, you're not allowed to go over these numbers when you're going uphill. Ooh, that's a good idea. I should think about that too. I might have to get on and ride through it today or something. I need to probably roll out my legs anyway.
I don't know. I don't think you can free ride it. So you have to find an event. It's an event only at this point.
Oh, yeah. And then I might have to, otherwise I could find out where it starts and then just go from there, I guess. But
I'm hoping somebody has streamed their event.
Yeah.
And I can go from there and have make the race notes from the video.
So usually what I do is during my lunchtime, I watch your stream because then I can see how it goes. So I hope you're going to be streaming this year.
I will be streaming this year again. Yeah. I no longer have a green screen, but you have a lovely view of this bike.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I know. I need to do. That would be cool. Okay, so maybe you can give us your. Maybe we can put your channel up so people can see that. That'd be okay, Gina, too.
Sure.
Yeah. So then we can see that because you can watch how Gina does it, and then how she yells at everybody, "Go faster!" No, I'm just kidding. But not all the time. But Anyway, it's always inspiring though, because it's and when you do your stream, do you guys keep your Discord on, or what
we keep our Discord on, and we also we don't hold back. So if you don't like the panting and stuff, you will just need to turn the volume down.
No, I'm here for the heavy breathing, man. It's that's how it is. It's so funny though. Like it's because it's so funny that you say that, because there's times when I'll be like watching people's races or something like that. Like at the end of the night, when you're trying to calm down after ZRL.
I know what you're hinting at.
Yes, and you're watching races, and like my the lady who I live with who smells so nice is coming to the living room, like she's from the other room. What are you watching? and there's like just people just panting very heavily. Anyway, they're working out. Oh my gosh. So, well, okay, all right. And on that,
it's the best excuse though. Like if you want to watch something else, sometime you just have a different tab open and it's she comes in. What are you watching? Just
Yeah.
this.
No, nothing. No, that's just, it's a race video. I promise. It's
just Gina racing.
Oh man, I know. I got to get into streaming on mine too. I got to figure out how to do that better because last time I did it, I don't know if I told you about this or not, but I had it all set up. I was ready to go. I had a dummy Zwift account following me and everything, and then it somehow it went from me to some random person in the pen, and it just taped them the entire time. And I was gonna send it to that person, but I thought, how creepy would that be if you just got to, hey, by the way, I recorded your race. There you go. Yeah. So I did not do that. But yeah. All right.
Why would you want to work with like an extra person watching you? Or do you have like another PC that you would want to stream from?
Yeah, I was streaming from the other from my other PC, so then I could do like a video of me and then a Zwift dummy account viewing me. So at the same time,
I think that makes it so much more complicated than what I do, because it's I just go from one PC and basically you see what I see.
Yeah, and that's what happened. It was way too complicated and it didn't work. So yeah. So well, it's because I'm using Apple TV, so that's why. So yeah. So
you would have to,
yeah. But so I'll figure that out at some point. I might use a capture card or something too. Was talking about that. Well, Gina, guess what? We made it. We got through our this thing. It's so good to see you. Thank you for doing this. I know it's early for me, or late for you, early for you. Well, it's
the middle of the day for me, so that's also why it's sometimes so difficult to actually be able to be here, because well, you want to do something on your Sundays as well, and if it's in the middle of the day, you're likely also out.
Yep. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I still have my whole day here to figure out if I'm going to. My friend Glenn, who I rode with yesterday, as I watched him ride away from me, he said it's mountain bike season now, because we were both like getting ready for this, and so I don't know if he wants to go mountain biking today or not. I don't know if my legs can do that, but that would be fun though. It'd be fun.
I would be impressed if I see that come up on Strava.
Oh man, yeah, that would be something. Well, thank you to everybody listening and watching on YouTube and Spotify, and thank you for doing this. This is really cool. Thank you for everybody jumping on the Discord server, sending us feedback, sending us ideas. You can always send us an email.
Be a little bit kind to Dustin though this time around, okay, guys?
Yeah, it's all right. But this is so funny. But yeah, I love doing this. This is so fun. You know what? My wife and I were talking about this. Like, she's like a long story, which we don't really have the time for. But I just like doing this. It's fun to talk about something that we're both passionate about, and that other people like to listen to too. So this is really fun for us. So again, thanks Gina for doing here, and thanks for everybody. And you can always email us at WatopianWeekly@gmail.com, and someone on staff will get back to you within 2 weeks. I have been checking it. So yeah. So with that, you know what, Gina, we did it. So I guess we'll see you next week, and we'll see you in Watopia. All right.
Bye, guys.